Welcome to the Adventures in Jir'Haniya. We are back continuing the War of the Reefs. In the last session, when our group finally went underwater, led by Dalatar to his people and their reef, which is under siege, you all had everyone in the reef go and hide in the deepest depths of the little subterranean caverns and openings therein. You went north of the reef to save some hostages who were getting ready to be executed by the Cast and Troop Alliance. You had a resounding victory as you, within seconds, routed the entire crab army, just based on your size and power, easily decimated them.
Mine was an accident.
But it was still awesome. And you saved all of the turtle hostages. None were killed. They went back towards the reef, and you all decided to arc kind of back around to the southeast to find something that the turtles had spoken of, a weapon being readied by the Cast and Troop Alliance and being prepared to destroy the reef. So you're going to investigate that, and then there is still the rumor of further north into the deeper waters, or the trenches as they call it, where there is the Awakener, which has something to do with the Cast and Troop Alliance army and their strange capabilities. These crabs have been able to speak common. Some of them have cast spells at you all. It's been quite strange. Their little spears have poison on them. It's all very odd. So that is where we left off, in the underwater depths as you all head towards this mysterious weapon. Yes, Kastan.
Hyde, it just occurred to me. What if it's that same man who had the birds? The one who was training them?
Underwater?
He would awaken crabs and give them weird technology. He has no ethics or morals.
That's true. We did set him on his path, though. Plus, these people, these crabs got the information because the mice or someone, they were singing the war plans into the river.
Yes, they may have done that part. The weapons, fully on us.
I still
But
think
the
this
magic, where's the magic coming from?
some, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find
Because
out.
all I taught them was druid craft. I taught them nothing else.
It's a gateway spell.
I love it.
Gateway becomes gateway. Druidcraft becomes fireball so fast.
Maybe it goes to produce flame, then create bonfire, then fire.
Oh yeah.
So fast.
The science is undeniable. So,
Smart chipmunks in that forest.
Casting fireball.
It's terrifying.
First one to do it is just decimated. There is no more Predaton. It has been burned down.
Crittertonheimer, the Oppenheimer. I remember at the end of last session, Tide, you did some stuff with your hit dice to recover some hit points that were presumably lost in the attack on the crab army. I don't think anyone took any damage, but on the way to the reef, you guys were ambushed by some giant reef snakes, or giant sea snakes, sorry, that were in the little reefs there, and some of you took some damage during that battle. So
I think only Berkus took
Only
damage
I
in
did.
that battle. Yeah, I rolled a 19 or 18 on the ring, which gave me one extra hit max for me.
Right.
And then I could have either attacked or healed, but because we weren't really that injured.
20?
No, but oh yeah, I think it was. I think I'll look at it, but I rolled the effect on the ring, but because we weren't really injured, I did. That's where the shock wave of radiant energy took out a third of the crab army on accident.
Yeah, just
I just accessed my magic. I did nothing else.
I just activated the ring and it blew up.
Would the journey from where the possible sacrifices would have occurred, would that journey to where the weapon is, would that count as a short rest?
Not if you are traveling at full speed. You would have to stop and rest.
Okie doke.
I think you're also actively swimming, which isn't something that you usually do.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I'm walking along the bottom.
That's fair.
I'm just drawing a quick terrain map for us for what you might potentially encounter. But yes, so as you all travel,
I'm still a reef shark, right?
I don't think you dropped
No,
that.
I thought you did drop it and you were talking.
Yeah,
Oh
you're.
no, I did. Yeah, because I fell out of it during combat, and then I had. Oh yeah, we looted the snakes for venom. Okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
And the other shark didn't make it.
no.
Yeah,
Clark.
Clark.
Yeah.
Poor
Clark
Clark.
went poof. Clark is fine. He's magic.
Rip Clark.
Clark is spelled with a K. K-L-A-R.
Clark the reef shark.
You want to come up and say hi? You want to come up?
Oh, doggy.
Big stretch. Under. Right here.
Let me see if I can get little Amos. Come say hi. Oh, there's a sleepy Amos kitten. His brother.
Long.
Yeah, his brother Cassian's downstairs playing with my sister is in town visiting again. Say hi, Amos. Look at the doggy. Hi, doggy. Oh, he's just fast asleep. No, he's like, no. Look at the doggy.
She is so unaware.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Nugget's out cold right next to me too.
Yeah.
She was sleeping while we were playing Baldur's Gate, and then now she's awake.
I'm gonna turn to Tide and Kastan and just. Okay, you have mentioned weapons going along the river, teaching them druidcraft, and now an old man with birds. What happened?
Remember
what should I
time...
be prepared for?
We told you about the bird old man.
Remember
a little,
that time,
a little
that
bit.
That you
I feel like it was skimmed over.
All the important stuff. We
I
met
feel
an old
maybe
man.
you just didn't ask enough questions.
That is also very possible.
We covered all the important
topics. You should show a little bit more of interest in my life.
We met an old man. He controlled a bunch of birds. We stopped that from happening, and then we went back to Critterton and we taught them druidcraft, and then we met up back with you guys. We had a bunch of bird meat.
How did he control the birds?
Oh yeah, he had control of the birds. I don't think we ever found out. I think he just controlled the birds.
I have a note about it.
No, he trained them. They were from another part of Jir'Haniya. He brought them over, and then he was giving them drugs to make them aggressive, and using them to. He was trying to train them to be more intelligent, but the drugs were making them more aggressive, and they were just killing local animals and not eating them. They were just attacking them. Yeah,
Verkus, I remember now. He trained the birds.
He meant the birds to be agents and enforcers of the Watchers.
The Watched One religion, yes.
But we actually don't need to worry about that because we told Critterton about them. We asked them to, because the birds were from out of the area, they're not native to the area. So we're like, bring them into your ecosystem. So they're supposed to be they had like a tenuous peace going when we left. So we're like, these birds are new to your area. You got to teach them how to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe these crabs have magic from when he was dumping whatever it was that he was dumping into the river. It's definitely washed into the ocean, I'm sure.
So it's a landfill now.
No, we cleaned
it a little bit. Well,
I'm saying here.
Like
radioactive waste, essentially.
You guys also taught him how to make sandwiches.
They loved that.
You taught them how to make sandwiches?
Yeah, no, it was great. They had no.
Why did you not tell me this part?
Bread together.
of all things, you did not tell me that you taught little animals to cook.
You know.
Oh no, this was the guy with the birds. They taught the guy with the birds how to make a sandwich.
Yes, we taught the guy with the birds. He was a gift Sarai man. That's all I have.
He gave us all the components for sandwiches individually. He was like, "Do you want
to compost his waste?"
He gave us like a loaf of bread and a bunch of individual sandwich items, and we're like, "Can you cut the bread and put all these things in between?" Blew his mind. You know what, Verkus? I think that more did happen than we first let on.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot more.
I was more excited to tell you that I made friends with a beaver, and that Olive got her harp, because that's kind of also affiliated with those.
I've got a I've
This is-
awoken the beast. He's attacking my webcam now. Hang on.
And this is all happening as we're like going to
Yeah,
Yes.
Like, most of the
And
way
just
there.
Verkus the whole time is just like,
Now we have time to catch up now.
Sandwich it, got it.
I just
Okay.
imagine like I'm walking along the bottom and you three are swimming above. Maybe Eremos is also walking since he's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I feel like Kastan's doing that like dolphin kick thing.
And I mean, I'm holding on to Vusa's
Oh,
dorsal
that's true.
fin. Yeah. So
As
none
you
of us
guys-
are actually actively swimming, I feel like, outside of Kastan.
While you guys are talking and catching up and moving through the water, I would like all of you to make either nature or perception checks.
Always perception.
The nature check will
Natural
be
20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Okay.
My nature is actually bigger here.
Yeah, the nature check will have a much lower DC than the perception, but I wanted to, since it's something that you could just observe without the nature element. Ooh,
Oh.
19. Nice, Eremos. Very
I got
nice.
a 15 nature.
Ooh.
I have a 24 nature.
Nice.
Yeah. My natural 20 for perception makes it a 27.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
So with those high rolls, all of hang on, I got a cat webcam situation. AMS, that's not for you to play with. I still can't believe when I bought this laptop, my last one broke and I needed one last minute, and I looked online and I found one that had all the specs I wanted, and I just assumed like a fool that it would have a built-in webcam, being a brand new top of the line laptop in 2021 when I bought it. And nope, no built-in webcam of any kind. So my external one, I mean, it's a high quality one, but has cords, and that presents problems with my kittens. So I'm dealing with that right now. Hey, no, stop. I have like a t-shirt covering the back and he's playing with it. Amos, come here. Whoa. Okay, you get to hang out here. Okay, so with all those checks you all made, you guys notice as you're moving through the water that just based on the other times you've been near the ocean, or based on your knowledge of just this area and how close it is to the shore, you should be seeing like fish and other wildlife, like underwater wildlife. Hey, don't bite my microphone. And there is none. It's just the water's just empty, and that's very disconcerting to all of you.
Hmm. Likely that means that something's nearby that is more dangerous
So
to
something
these
scared it
common
all away.
critters. Possibly.
Or hunted clean.
Also possible.
They might
And
have
this
also,
is near a fishing village, right?
they may also
yeah.
just be
That's an
naturally fleeing. Just
Mhm.
they've sensed the
Something, yeah.
danger.
Right.
Something dangerous, like whatever it is,
Huh.
yeah. Animals
You know,
get a sense of that.
We have a nat 20 on nature, nat 20 on perception. This is amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, with those high rolls, you would think that if these animals were hunted out of the area, that you would see some signs of that potentially. And as you're looking around, you don't see
No corpses.
right carcasses, destruction, stuff like that. So
We'd
it
probably
seems like there's
see-
something environmental that's driving them to keep clear. That's what you can discern.
Can I do like an Arcana check to feel something out? Could I have like had detect magic going to see if I sense like something ominous in the water?
Yeah, you can ritual cast that, and is yours a 60-foot range on that detect magic?
It's still 30.
Still 30? Okay, really quick.
But once I have it up, it's up for 10 minutes.
Sweet. Sorry, I was dealing with a work text real quick that I looked urgent and it's not. So
Verkus kind of glances around and just, when we first talked, and then a dog whines in the background. When we first talked to the turtle, and I was told about all this, and we went into this and put all of our resources into this journey. I thought that this was just going to be, honestly, a colossal waste of time. This was weird, truly weird. But now I'm noticing that this is impacting the ecosystem, and probably a good thing that we're doing this. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, our bad. This is it was a lot to take in, but like just to hear that what we had previously done is now come down the river, literally. and is affecting us now. Like, I don't know, it was something we felt we had to address, even though I find it to be quite fascinating. Like, not but like a few days ago did we give this information to a bunch of semi-sentient critters, and now it's affecting a reef.
It's astonishing how far the consequences of our actions reach.
As far as you know.
As far as we know.
So much it seems to be. But yeah, can I do like with detect magic up, like I do like an Arcana check to like get a feel for maybe what might be pushing out the wildlife, if it's maybe that magical thing that we're heading towards, like.
Yes. Yeah. So with your detect magic, you're not getting within that range per se, anything concrete. Now, based on the translating for turtle time dilation here with the distances you're dealing with, you
Turtle
think that
time dilation.
Yes. you think that with the distances you're dealing with here, you should be at this weapon in
TTD.
about yeah, T cubed or squared, whatever. You should be at this weapon within about 10 minutes, but where you're currently at now, so it's probably going to be about another half mile roughly.
Yeah, I'll keep it up and like just trying to detect and try to see what I can get while we walk.
So you are getting the tiniest of auras of little strands of magical energy being pulled in the direction you're going.
Oh, going towards it.
Yes, like something is siphoning magic, and in your mind, that would definitely be reason that a lot of creatures here would be like, nope, we're out. Like that's
Right.
unusual and weird. So
something's pulling them in. They're like, we're gonna go where that's not happening.
yes.
Okay, y'all relay that to the group. I'm like, the magic is being weird here. Like it's just being pulled in the direction we're going. That might have scared off what was living here, but it's, I mean, it's we still have a bit to go. I don't see it yet, but like,
I'm gonna pull out my electrified dagger without activating it. Yeah, that TPK
right.
I pull out the electrified dagger. Are you seeing, is it being siphoned from our items and from us, or is it just the surroundings?
You would notice it's just the surroundings.
Nope, it's just the surrounding environmental ambient magic.
And actually, because it is right now just very spread out and diluted, but as you're moving forward, it is getting slightly more and more concentrated. You think that with your basic Arcana knowledge, as you get closer, it might siphon from everything around, including you all and your magic items.
I'm going to use my once per long rest use of detect thoughts and just have that going within like 30 feet of me, just keeping in my mind open to anybody thinking within that radius.
Good. Okay. Well, then as you guys get closer, you do see up ahead that, and I use the term ridge very, very loosely. The ocean floor does have a little bit of a raised up area. It almost at the kind of peak of this little ridge, it gets to about your head level for those of you who are standing on the ocean floor. So it gets to about head level, but it is a little bit of a topographical feature. And jutting out from this ridge where it seems like there are rocks underneath that are pushing up the kind of sand of the ocean floor, there are a few rocky spires coming out of this area. And where it kind of peaks, you do see a kind of faintly glowing light. Again, you're kind of far from this ridge, so you can just see it off in the distance, but the magical energy is starting to get a little bit of a pull from you guys. So I do need everyone to make Constitution saving throws, and then Castan, you are going to detect something in just a moment.
Okay. Constitution.
Have to save, no guidance on these.
You can get +5 if you're within 10 feet of me.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think Eremos is going to be just fine.
That helps.
29.
13.
29. Okay, nice.
I'm like, you're not taking my magic.
Did I don't think. Oh, go ahead.
13.
Okay, a 13. So I was gonna say they didn't want to get below a 13. You
8.
did 8.
Oh, hey,
Is that with the +5?
Yeah, I was gonna say you.
If you
I'd say
from
you were
Eremos,
within. I think you're close to
it's gonna be
Erebus.
13.
Okay, so you're fine. So you
Because I
guys
had
just
an 8 originally too.
yes. So Kastan and Verkas especially just feel like a little bit of a some of these little like pulls of energy are kind of hitting us, and like we're okay now, but the closer we get, this could be more and more of a concern. You get the
I
vibe
like
that
it.
the more it pulls from you, if you don't kind of steel yourself to it, you could lose some health, and it could also impact your ability to cast magical spells potentially.
I, in response to this, then will use my final wild shape to go into my dragon form.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, please. I have to find out.
Dragon form. I am excited.
I think it's a dragon. It's a starry form. Dragon, yes.
Nice.
Anytime I make intelligence checks, wisdom checks, or constitution saving throws. It's to maintain spell though. Never mind. This is useless right now.
Well, as you think about your starry form, dragon form, you do have detect thoughts active. You do feel a creature nearby going, oh no, they're approaching. I wonder if the army is okay. They must be getting close. I should sick the trap on them. I should do it. I'm going to do it. Oh man, this is scary.
I stop us. Yeah, I just stopped swimming. Telepathically, I'll tell everyone. I'll just say, stop, we're being watched. I have to ping it to them quickly individually, but
Okay.
stop, we're being watched.
Am I able
And
to
then-
kind of do a quick span, like glance around to see if there's anything
Hmm.
trap-like?
Indeed, you can do a perception or an investigation since you are aware of it due to Castan's warning.
Do I
can I
detect?
look for the
any-
person
Yeah, anyone
or
can make
the
that.
entity? Okay.
Anyone can make that check, but it's going to be difficult.
Do I
26.
detect any
26.
magical items on these? Whoever this is.
You do not detect magic.
Would I get advantage on this perception check to find this person since I have an idea of where they're thinking from?
Yes. Yes. But Verkus with a
go.
26,
I got a nat 20.
a nat. Okay. So, and before I tell you all what you get,
That
Erebus, what was
3
your
nat
roll?
20s already.
I haven't rolled. I'm just waiting for them.
Okay. So yeah, as you're going along and you hear there's a trap and you stop, Verkus, you look over and you see that there are two little kind of rocky, like almost reef-like coral. There's lots of like little like sea growths or whatever on these two little rocky areas nearby you. If you were going to set a trap for someone, those are big enough and have little holes in them. That would be a place to probably hide something. So as you catch onto that, Kastan, you realize that on top of the rock that's more to the left of your group, that there is a tiny bit of movement, and it looks like there is a small creature, potentially a crab, who is there watching you guys and thinking about igniting whatever this trap is.
This trap is probably nothing.
How far away is it from us?
It is about 80 feet at this point. Or wait, what's the range of your detect thoughts, Kastan?
I think it's only 30 feet.
Then it would be 30 feet from you all.
Do we see the trap that it's about to ignite, or is it like no? Right.
Whatever it is, it's disguised too well in these rocky growths. Presumably it's there. You can't see anything unnatural besides the slight movement of this creature atop the rocks who is watching you guys.
It's within 30 feet, so it's pretty close.
I pull out my longbow and just say, where do I aim?
I point him right at it.
Okay. Are you going to fire?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Roll a range attack, please.
Oof. 11.
Let me double check my notes.
To hit a crab?
I rolled a 3.
So because of a little bit of dexterity and being small, they actually have an AC of 13.
Mhm.
So the 11 does not hit. You see your arrow hit the rock right near where there was a tiny bit of movement, and the arrow hits and splinters off, and you see the more movement like skittering away. And Kastan, you hear
Second attack action before it can.
I guess we're gonna have to roll initiative that at this point.
Okay.
Let's get some initiative rolls here.
Oh my god!
Fantastic. 7.
7 for Tide. Verkus, what's
Twinsies, I
your...
also got a 7.
Oh
My-
no!
I think my dex is 16.
Oh no!
Oh
My-
my
We're in the
goodness.
same deck, so you can go first.
12.
I think you go first since you
Okay.
know what's happening.
I got a 12.
A
You're
12
the
for
fastest of
Verkus.
us.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
let me-
it makes sense. But the fact that of us, the highest initiative was a 12.
What did Ermos get?
4.
4.
4. We don't do great in initiative. We usually go pretty like low on
That-
initiative.
you know, it happens.
My lowest rolls always end up being initiative and saving throws.
Oh no.
Like everything else, I'm decent. Like my checks, all my skill checks, attack, all that, usually pretty good. Notwithstanding that 3 to shoot a crab.
I just realized I should be rolling an exhaustion or
Yeah.
disadvantage because of exhaustion. But the 3 that I rolled for initiative still stands for a total of 7.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So, here's what's going to happen, guys. As Verkus fires and Kastan hears the frantic yells of this presumable crab there, it kind of starts skittering behind the rock and you all go into combat. Verkus, you get to go first before, yes, with a 12. You do get to go first at the top of the order. Now, this crab has gone, again, it's 30 feet from you. It's kind of moved behind the rock a bit. So if you were to fire at it, you would do so at disadvantage unless you repositioned in some way.
I'll like stand sturdy so that Verkus can push off me if he wants to use his movement to move in that direction.
Because you could swim up and fire down.
That's kind of what I was thinking, was like push off and swim up, I guess 15 feet, since my swim speed is half.
Okay.
So just swim up 15 feet with my bow drawn.
Cool. Then you could roll normally not a disadvantage if you want to do a fire at this guy.
Okay. That's much better. 26.
That hits. Can you roll me damage, please?
I sure can. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay, so you see your arrow fly forward and skewer a crab. And Kastan, you hear it go, "Oh my gosh, he's floating in the water!" And then the thoughts just go away. The thoughts just go away immediately.
Just static. Just.
Roll a con save on that. See if I even want to continue this spell.
Or a wisdom save. Psychic.
That would be kind of sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the spell.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do I
Yucky.
see before? Do I see anything else, or was that the gist of it all?
That was the gist of it all. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn? Looking around from this 15-foot up angle, you don't see any other threats. There's just those 2 rocks. It was perched on the leftmost one. And that's it. You do see this ridge up ahead, and that's kind of flickering light at the kind of the apex of the ridge. That's going to be about another like 2 or 3 minutes from you guys. You're getting close, but you don't see anything in your immediate vicinity.
Yeah, I say we just continue and be cautious for other traps and hidden crabs.
Falling
Yeah,
rocks.
I'll just move
Not to be a Baldur's Gate terminology user on here, but we are still in turn-based mode. So, but Verkus, you do not see anything.
I'm gonna hit
off.
turn.
Yeah, enter. Okay, so as you're floating up above there, really quick before we proceed, Tide, Kastan, Eremos, like what is kind of
Hold
here?
on.
Yeah, you're good. As Verkus floats above you and yells, "Jesus!" as something happens. No, I'm just, where are the 3 of you in relation to each other? I know you're all about kind of roughly on the ocean floor, about 30 feet from these rocks. How close are you guys to each other?
I'm probably floating about 5 feet off the ground because I was actually swimming.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm probably, within that 10-foot bubble of both of them.
Yeah, I think that was like I would like make sure I was
I would
like still
imagine
within
we
the
were
aura.
traveling like within a little pod.
And
I'm
then
still
Aaron.
That's what I was
mounted
picturing
on my
too.
seahorse, so probably like whatever 3 feet off the seafloor.
Yeah.
On the back.
Got you're on your seahorse.
Right. And I'm just walking along the ground. So like, and then I just gave Veracus a boost to go up his
Perfect.
movement or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
so he's like
You're all
higher
crushed by a
up.
15-foot boulder.
Not that. So, next up in the turn order after Veracus's turn. Everything okay, my friend?
Boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay, good.
We're about to get crushed by a 15-foot boulder, so
that-
make your deck save.
Not that. So Veracus, as your turn ends, you are a solid 15 feet away from everyone
Something's
else.
going to come up from under us.
Yeah.
I was just double checking everyone else's spacing and everything because next up in the turn order, before we go to Tide or Castan, who had the tying rolls, I don't think it'll matter in a moment, but a giant sea eel comes out of the rock opposite the one that the crab was on. And this sea eel, you all would notice with your passive perception, its eyes are very creepy, as is with the case with all giant sea eels, but it has some weird bumps along its side. Very strange silhouette on this thing, but it comes out of the rock and it swims right towards the three of you, Eremos, Tide, and Castan. Now, Castan, is your detect thoughts still active?
As would speak with animals, yeah, full.
Okay, so it was just outside of the 30 feet range in that rock, but as it comes off, it goes, I heard the signal. It's time to go. I'm going to attack and make the masters proud. And this eel comes towards you guys, and it goes to bite Eremos. But as it gets close, you notice that the little bumps on its sides, they have little tiny lights on them, almost like little tiny flames. This thing's wearing like an explosive vest. So
it's just wearing a bunch of necklace of fireball.
Correct. And so I need Eremos' seahorse, Castan, and Tide to make deck saves as this thing detonates.
Does your aura give us anything for this?
Yeah, plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
And Castan, you hear as it's thinking about biting you guys. You don't think it's aware that it has these explosives on it?
Oh no. What? I feel like that king, I can't remember his name right now. The Kenku.
Orvi.
I feel like Orvi had some dealings with these guys at this point. Like
Maybe.
And then so I just watched this happen, I guess, and
You're just outside the range of it.
I'm outside the range.
You kind of see movement, it can turn and look, but like there's not much you can do.
And that he's narrating this in his own mind. Just like, I can do this, I'm gonna do this.
I got a dirty 20. If anyone needs it, I can use my reaction to add a d6 to your saving throw.
I got a 24 and my seahorse got a 15.
Nice.
I got a 5. After rolling a nat 1.
Oh gosh.
You got a 0 before my bonus?
Oh man.
So that with the bonus puts me at 10.
Oh, so yeah.
And then I just rolled a 5 for you.
So I got a 15 if that does anything, but I still fucked it up.
Well, these explosives were not super powerful, so the DC was 14. So, and then the damage it rolled was not super high, so all of you succeed, which means you take half damage, which is 6 force damage from the concussive explosion. It obviously kills this eel immediately.
And eel.
Yeah.
I'm just getting flashbacks of a building very far away from me blowing up.
and the moon expanding out of it.
And then me just going down.
Oh no. But yeah, Castan, right before this happens, you hear the eel go, Why is the armor they gave me getting warm? I don't understand. And then
you have to roll to keep concentration on detect thoughts.
He would after taking some damage, yeah, because you all take 6 force damage, half damage on that.
I just rolled 12 and a 15, so 12. Plus, so 17.
Oh, for concentration, so you'd be able to keep that.
Yeah.
22 with Eremos' aura.
So you guys take a little bit of a hit, but nothing crazy. And we are now out of combat. It looks like the ridge is about 2 minutes up ahead, but whoever's behind all this is doing some pretty underhanded things with the eels and stuff.
I start just crying.
What is it with people and explosives?
It's your DM
And,
just seeing opportunities to sow chaos and not planning ahead. So-
and I just explained to the party, I'm like, he didn't understand what he was doing. He just committed suicide without knowing what he was doing. He thought that it was just armor they gave him, and it was an explosive vest.
Oh.
I will kill them all.
Kastan is the Batman of the defenseless critters. They will all be destroyed.
Every single one
This
of them. This
will
is now
not
my new
stand.
mission. Quest unlocked.
Takes level of vengeance paladin.
All right, Bob, we're gonna go right some
Shillelagh and
wrongs.
just attack.
All right.
Kastan, mounted on Bub, becomes the defender of innocent animals.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I kind of want that to happen.
Me personally is truly upset, to be honest.
No.
As this was playing out in my head, I was like, "Oh, this is really dark." Oh, okay, here we go.
Wouldn't be bad guys if they didn't do bad shit.
That's
Right.
true. Yeah. Well, as you all are reeling from this sudden and very upsetting interaction, I do need everyone to again make con saves. All of you except Verkus get that +5 from Eremos. This is for the magical siphoning coming from the ridge line.
Oh, okay. I'm good. 21.
Oh, good. Okay.
29.
Eremos, you're good. 29, you're good. Kastan,
16.
you're good also. So you guys feel that the magic has gotten slightly more intense in its siphoning, but you guys are all still good.
Or
Can I
21,
s-
21 with the bonus of the aura.
Nice.
Can I see at this point, like, the contraption or whatever this weapon is, and like,
Due to the darkness of the water and your distance, you can't quite make it out, but there is some kind of structure,
there's the
small,
light, yeah.
and
Okay.
the glowing is coming from within and around that.
Okay.
So you guys would have to continue moving closer to ascertain that.
Okay. I'm gonna get close to Eremos again.
Yeah, and it's factored in on
Oh,
D&D.
nice.
Like, automatically calculates it. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
That's very
Nice.
cool.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Just wow.
So, as you guys get closer, I'm going to show you a map I made of the ridge line here. I will take a picture and put it into the D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Keep in mind with this graph paper, that's just the terrain. I will add stuff on momentarily. Normally we do one grid is a 5x5 thing, but since you got, or actually, yeah, so we're going to make this where a single grid space is like 2.5. So you guys would take up like 4 squares on there because of your size. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so,
Oh,
so
We're large creatures.
We're
on
large
this
right
map.
now. That's,
right.
that's
So
great.
four squares vertically would be 10 feet as opposed to 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got it.
Each,
Cool.
okay, yeah.
I'm going to put a more detailed version up. Why did I take a picture of that? I have to put the stuff on there. I just did the terrain. Give me one moment to do that. As you guys are moving closer, I do want another con save as you guys move even closer from everyone. And Eremos, can I get it for your steed as well?
Closer. Okay, yeah. So for the steed from the last one, he is not actually. He took damage from the exploding eel. I would have healed him because he doesn't have that much hit points.
Okay, yeah, because he would have taken that 6 damage, the half of the force
Yeah,
damage.
and that was almost half of his health. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a 16 for that con save.
Got a 21. Again.
Okay, yeah, 15 is the DC now, so anyone who gets a 15 or higher is totally safe.
Good.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's a
no.
total of 11.
This aura of protection is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, with max charisma, it's really good. +0.
All right, I'm just drawing a couple things on there. So, ahead of the terrain, there is a little bit of a rise up, but these are very easy for you guys to navigate. So I'm going to kind of put you guys approaching the ridge at a slight angle based on the direction you're coming from. And so I've got Eremos, Tide, Keston, and Verkus. I have drawn things on the map. You guys do see as you're approaching, I'm going to describe it while I'm uploading the map. So up on the ridge, in between two kind of rocks that are jutting out of the apex of this ridge, which again, the ridge is at like, the top of it is at like your head level. There is a kind of large contraption. It's about the size of like a halfling or, a little person about 2 or 3 feet tall. The contraption is some wood, like some driftwood and some seashells and some like coral and stuff, and it seems very like ramshackled together, but glowing within is an undulating, pulsing white bright light, and around it are, let me do the math real quick, there are 12 large crabs, and they look kind of almost mutated and grotesquely large, like they were not this way to begin with. And they are about the size of like, they're like 2.5 feet tall, some of the bigger ones. And they looks like they have kind of like leather and stone armor on. They look like they've been magically enhanced somehow. So I'm going to drop a map right now. The ones that are numbered 1 through 8, these guys are just kind of those grotesque crabs. There's P1, P2, and P3. These ones look like they have lighter armor, and they're carrying like some kind of staves. And they look like they have also some kind of shiny tokens on them. And then there's one really big one next to the contraption that's marked B on the map, and he's just a big bulky guy, and he has what looks like a very large spear with multiple like angular things to it. Like this guy looks like the head honcho, So that is what you guys see as you're getting closer.
When we're like within getting really close, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm sorry, which guy was it that you just described to us? What's his letter on the map?
It's going to be a B. Yes.
B. Okay.
And really quickly, who rolled the nat 1 on the con save for the magic stuff?
That'd be Keston.
Okay, so Keston, I need you to roll a D6, please.
I got a 6.
A 6. Oh, that's not good. So as this magical
I don't
siphoning,
roll low, I roll bad.
So as this magical siphoning kind of hits you, one just kind of feels like it pulls kind of from your core, and you take 6 radiant damage. And you also have a -2 to any spell save DCs or any spell attack modifiers for the next 2 rounds.
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay.
2 rounds.
Now, as you guys also are approaching with that, you see that these kind of mutated crabs up on the ridge near this contraption, they look at you and they go, "Defend the device! It's nearly there!" You hear a big voice boom from that giant crab marked B on the map. And I do need everyone to roll initiative. Yes.
Happily.
No, not -2 initiative, just -2 to spell attacks.
Yes, anything magical, really, yes.
Okay, I just want to be sure I'm remembering correctly.
15 initiative.
15? Nice. Okay. Right
23.
I got 15 for Tide. Who got the 23?
Verkus.
Verkus, awesome. And
Ramos got a 9. Keston got a 10.
Sweet. You guys rock. 10 for Keston.
Can you add guidance to initiative or no?
It's an ability check.
Ability check.
It depends on if you knew exactly when you were going to start combat.
Exactly. So if guidance was active, if guidance was active, I'd allow it. But let me really quickly do these guys.
Like if we were going to do an ambush, it'd be great.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Good idea.
Let me do this really quick.
Out of all the preparatory spells you could cast right before combat, though, guidance would probably be lower on the list.
Mine's
sure.
always going to be Zephyr Strike.
Right. Yeah. I'd rather
His
cast
guidance is-
less, probably.
Because guidance is concentration too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just writing down the initiative for the other little enemies here really quick.
Yep.
And
then the center, that is the device, right?
Yes, that big swirly thingy. Yes.
Okay.
That is the device. So,
So 5 feet is 4 squares.
2.
Right.
Correct.
No, 10 feet is 4 squares.
Sorry, 10 feet is
Yes.
10 feet.
So it's
straight,
like
yeah.
a 10-foot square is going to be 5 feet for us.
Exactly. So yeah, you guys can move pretty freely on this map, which is nice.
That is very nice because I have a plan.
Ooh. Well, I'm almost done writing down enemies and their HP. Give me one moment for
Great.
that. But Veracus, you get to go first. So if you actually want to start talking about what you're doing, I will pay attention while I write these.
I am going to look to Kastan and say, cousin, post up, get ready. And I'm going to immediately use my Zephyr Strike first and kick off of Kastan.
Nice.
And go directly to the device.
I think. What? I'm so tired.
What do you mean?
And just off my chest. I'm like, oh.
Falls prone.
So yeah, you have just enough movement based on the different scale of this map to make it right to the device.
Perfect.
Now, so it is going to be about 60 feet to get there, and you have how much movement with Zephyr Strike?
I think it would.
If you're making your attacks with
40,
advantage,
it's 40,
you would have.
It's 45 feet away. I apologize. I did the math.
I think with the water shenanigans and everything, I think it roughly gets to the 45 feet.
Perfect. So you do
so.
that.
Yeah.
As you move towards this, again, you will successfully end your movement engaged with this object.
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer, though, that magical siphoning is going to grow more and more.
That's fine.
So,
That's fine.
When you hit the 30-foot mark, I need you to roll a con save.
That's a fail with a 13.
Okay, so I need you to roll a d6, please.
4.
So you take 4 radiant damage,
Okay.
and then you have a -1 to all magic-related stuff for 1 round, just like Kastan had, but it was a little bit lower.
Shucks, I'm definitely a caster.
And then again at the 20-foot mark, I need you to roll another con save.
Such a brat.
15.
A 15 does not pass at this distance. The DC gets harder as you get closer.
Yeah.
So I need you to roll another d6, please.
That was a 2.
Okay, so you take 2 more radiant damage, and that does not affect your spellcasting ability. And then as you pass the 10-foot threshold, I need you to do another con save, please. This one's very difficult.
22.
A 22 does not pass.
Fuck.
So
Okay.
I need you to roll a d6, please.
5.
So you take 5 radiant damage and have an additional -1 for 1 round. So now it's -2 to all spell-related stuff for 1 round.
Okay.
But you end your movement right up against this magical item. You feel this thing drawing in magical force from around it.
Oh yeah, I just took like 11 points of damage just getting close to this thing.
Yes.
And just at this point, just screaming in pain. I'm just whirling dervish, gonna unload again.
Yes.
And just.
So I mean, you could hit enemy 3, enemy B, depending on the range, P1,
I'm gonna
P2,
hit
P3, and then 4 and 5.
I'm gonna hit enemy big giant contraption.
Okay, you're gonna attack the contraption.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, I mean, roll an attack. Are you using one of your melee weapons against that?
Yes. I'm gonna use the short sword of vengeance.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
And because I did this with my burst, it's at advantage. Thank goodness. That is a 26 to hit.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Veracruz, you should still have disadvantage underwater, which would cancel out.
So it's piercing.
Not with not with short swords and daggers, I think.
Okay, never mind then.
Let me double check. I did post those rules last time.
Yeah,
double
that's
check
true.
though.
Yeah,
that's
let's
that's
double
what
check
we were kind of going off of last time.
Underwater combat. Go ahead. Well,
Okay, and I'm also gonna give this to Vusa's chill. Vusa, chill.
Yeah, daggers, javelins, short swords, spears, and tridents don't provoke disadvantage underwater.
Sweet.
Nice.
I do. So all in all, it was 9 points of piercing damage, 2 points of cold damage. So I'm at 11, and then another 5 points of force damage. So 16 points of damage for my first attack.
Okay, so as you go through, and you're just kind of piercing to cut into the energy and the contraption kind of framing around it.
Right. And
so
just letting the force of my Zephyr Strike like really do most of the disruption.
So you shatter it and destroy the object. Now it does radiate a pulse outwards as you do this. So I need you to make a con save from that.
Oof.
Sorry for all the con saves today, everyone, but it makes the most sense.
Okay.
A 20. Dirty
Okay.
20.
So you take 16 force damage as the thing explodes. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
You're still up, right?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I'm hurting. I'm definitely hurting. And then is there after that, I'm gonna kind of like get my surroundings. Did any of the other baddies that are around me, did they get hurt, or is one of them like something I can like
no,
poke and kill?
they got like disintegrated pretty much. So the only ones that survived were the ones that had some rock in between them. So enemies 1 and 2 and 7 and 8 are up. The rest are all just so yeah.
Kind of just like stop and go, oh son of a
yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
So as Veracruz takes in the destruction around him, let me just cross off really quick which ones went down so I can keep a record of that. So yeah, 7 and 8 are up, and then the rest are all just debris. So
I'm guessing there's nothing else around. None of them are like right next to me then.
No, all the ones that were right next to you just got like destroyed utterly.
I'm gonna throw back a potion of healing then.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no one can do attack of opportunity or anything. Yeah, you can take that. So,
oh sweet. Okay.
Now, I'm just gonna. That'll happen quite quick. Let me reflect this on the map. But enemies 1 and 2 get to go next before Tide, and they kind of move forward, and they do move to attack Veracruz after you take your healing potion. Great. So you kind of hear them make a little charge, and they go, "For the Alliance!" And they both will attack you with, they have kind of larger spears than the other ones, but these are not going to be super egregious attacks probably. Okay. One of them got a nat 20, as I said that, so disregard. So a 9 misses, but a nat 20 does hit you. Let me roll damage on that. So that is going to be 10 piercing damage. And then these also were dipped in poison, so 3 poison damage, so 13 total from that spear as one of them stabs into your side pretty bad.
Okay. I kind of like wince and just grab the spear and look at him and I go, for the horde, bitch.
Nice. But that is their turn. So it is Tide's turn next. Tide, you're about 35 feet from these 2 mutant crabs that just stabbed Veracruz, but the device is down. There's also 2 more of these large mutant crabs on the far side of the rock, number 7 and 8. What would you like to do?
Do I feel like the magic pool is gone?
Oh yeah, you guys aren't feeling any more con saves, like that's eviscerated. So,
and there's some like beefy crabs off onto the side.
Yeah, there's only 4 remaining currently. 2 that have taken their turn, 2 have not gone yet this round.
Yeah, just 7 and 8 over there.
Yep.
Okay. I will cast Shatter in that area.
Oh, nice. Just
I'm
on
just
7 and 8.
On 7 and 8, and then that if that reef stuff falls on them, so be it.
Okay. So with Shatter, is that a con save from them?
It's a con
Yeah.
save for half damage, yes.
Sweet. One of them rolled an 18, surprisingly.
Ooh, not that.
One of them rolled a 9.
So they both fail. It's a 16 DC.
Oh, yeah, one of them rolled an 18, so.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so 7 passes, 8 fails.
Then they will take, that one person will take half. Ooh, I rolled 2 8s and a 5.
21?
21.
Nice.
21, and it is, I think, thunder damage. It is thunder
Yep.
damage.
Nice. And then I'm going to say that some rocks fall. Can you roll me a d6 for bludgeoning for the one that
It's a bunch of
took half damage and survives?
2.
Okay, so number 7 is surprisingly still up, but number 8 gets crushed and falls down dead. So number 7 is still up, but barely, as some rocks fall on it.
I just like flick my wrist in that area, and like the water just kind of like implodes in on itself, and then just blows up where they're at.
Yeah. So yeah, a bunch of rocks fall down, and that one just kind of like falls off the side of the little ridge too, and is like prone but hurt. So
Oh yeah, am I doing that extra thunder?
That
yeah,
force damage. Yeah,
it's a second level spell.
So roll 2d6 of extra force.
A 2 and a 1, 3.
That's actually just enough to kill it. So okay, 7 goes down. So you hear its little crustacean limbs just as it just
like
gets
flick my
crushed.
wrist. I'm like, I love using magic underwater.
Kristan, do you still have read thoughts on? Detect
I
thoughts
do.
on?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no.
You're just hearing
no,
incoherent war
it only
cries.
lasts a minute.
Oh, okay.
I think it would have gone away
Yeah.
then, since the
Yeah.
suicide bombing.
Absolutely.
That or Kristan would be just like in the fetal position, just like
I can't do this anymore. I can't.
I can't experience a battle for the losing side.
That is my turn.
Okay. Well, Castan, you are up next. There are only these 2 giant crabs left that have stabbed Veracus. Again, these guys are about 2.5 feet tall. They, based on the shatter that Ty just unleashed, you can see that they don't have super high HP. What would you like to do?
I will just shoot one with my meteorite bow.
Okay. Do you want to hit number 2, the one that did the damage to Veracus?
Yes. Yeah, I do. But I don't think the damage on this is right.
You hurt my cousin.
Okay, this is what I need.
I'm just hearing the like Baldur's Gate.
yeah.
Okay, so I can just roll this regular, right?
Yeah.
Exhaustion doesn't affect attack rolls. Okay,
No.
not yet. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. It's still up, but it takes that arrow and it's badly wounded.
I'm good. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Erebos, you are up next on your majestic seahorse steed. What would you like to do?
Do those 2 crabs look like they are like still in the fight, or are they like ready to flee?
Do an insight check for me, please.
Okay. Four.
They're definitely still in the fight.
Okay, so I will follow up Kastan's arrow with a spear throw.
Okay.
And they fought to the death. I know it.
There was no dissuading them
They
whatsoever.
were gonna come after my family.
Let me go. It just showed the 1d20.
23 to hit for 5 damage with the null spear.
23
So
to
I
hit?
did-
That
yeah, I
will
chucked
definitely
the
hit.
spear. Yeah, I chucked a spear at that one. I did 5 damage.
Okay. So crab number 2 has 1 hit point left. You hit it with this spear and it kind of falls to the ground, and it's still barely in the fight, but it's barely hanging on.
Okay, I will do the same thing again.
Nice. Kastan, I'm very glad you don't have detect thoughts active right now. That's gonna hit, and with 1 hit point left, you can roll damage if you want, but that's gonna take down number 2.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't need to.
Cool. So you throw a second spear. Where are you aiming for with this one? Back of the head, back of the base of the skull? What do you do?
Well, let me look back at the map. Wasn't he like around a rock? This is
I haven't updated it yet, just for playthrough sake. But he's right near
Okay.
where Veracus moved to destroy the object, the weapon.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just back, middle of the bag.
Cool. Yeah, it just goes through him, and he just kind of falls over dead. So there's just crab number 1 left. And is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Aramos?
I'll maneuver my seahorse some up in there with Veracus.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're able to go
Gather
over
up
that little rise and get
Yeah.
right in there. So awesome.
That'll be
Veracus.
it.
Oh, sweet. Veracus, you are up next. Crab number 1 is the only enemy that you can see in the vicinity. What do you do?
That we can see.
Go ahead. It's what?
Oh, I was gonna say, on its last turn, it tried to stab you with a spear and it missed. Its friend did stab you, and then Erebos has killed it.
Great. I'm gonna look at it and just say, you're gonna tell me who this awakener is. You're going to tell me who gave you these abilities, or I'm gonna serve you with some butter and a wedge of lemon. So you're gonna tell me.
The crab goes, "No, I surrender. I'll tell you what you want to hear. What's a lemon?"
It's very sour.
I don't like sour things. Ah! Yeah,
Okay,
it
I'm
throws
gonna,
down
like,
its spear and raises its little claws and goes, "No, I surrender."
Okay.
You guys
Right,
are
and
out
I'm
of
gonna
time.
just pin it down basically with my foot and just
Yeah. Easy.
Nah.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything. Just let me go. What do you want to know?
Where did you get the technology?
The Awakener gave it to us. The Awakener taught us. We used it.
Who's the Awakener?
I don't know. He's just the big giant head up north that gave us all the powers.
Giant head?
Yes, that's what he looks like. I don't know. He's very strange looking.
Is this I'm gonna do a quick insight check.
Okay.
If that's okay.
You can.
I'm sure he's been actually I don't know, Nat 1.
Yeah.
Is he a big head
Hard
like
to
we're a
read.
big head? Or like
Just a head.
or is he just a head?
I'm very confused by this line of questioning. You guys are giants. What are you talking about?
We're giants, but we're not giant heads.
Yes, you have giant heads. I think so.
Does the Awakener look like us?
No.
It's just a head.
It looks like you guys, but like maybe an octopus, but like not, but just a head. I don't know.
Oh, I don't like that.
Does it have many arms?
No, it's just a head.
It's just a head.
Does the head have tentacles?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if it's do you think it's a beholder?
No, I think it's like a mind flayer head.
I think we can take it.
I think we'll find out. Yeah.
I think that I vowed to kill them all, so Kastan shoots the one you're stepping on.
Oh, I was about
now
to
that we
I was
have
gonna-
the information we have.
Fuck
keep
yes.
going.
As Stan does that, I was about to like
To
push
the
down and
north.
just crush it anyway. So
Well, that's an auto crit, so he's dead.
Perkus just looks at Kastan like, I've never been more proud.
I think the little arrow, since it's just a beam of energy, cooks the crab.
Oh, and in the bag. Just like, I am gonna serve you with butter and a wedge of lemon. It actually sounds delightful. And just
You guys get really quick from destroying the weapon and defeating these guys. 500 XP for that battle.
That's
now I'm wishing
hilarious.
I'd asked him how many tentacles.
Is it mostly
matter.
for Veracus since he dealt all the weapon? No.
It was a team effort. You guys all get it.
We back him up. We back him up.
I'm sorry for like doing all of that.
Each of us
We are
killed a
never
helpless
mad about
crab.
it.
I think based on how that played out, whoever rolled at highest initiative would have had that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Oh man. Okay.
I know I was about to shatter that whole machine. Like
Yeah. And I'm
I
just
guess
like,
I don't
nope.
need this battle map anymore.
to
So-
the north. I
Yeah,
think we
to
have
the Awakener.
Yeah, let's go.